many things that we love and are missing since the beginning of the pandemic, which started in March. One of those things being music. But Blake Clark is the music director for the Baltimore Choral Arts, and he is here to tell us what they've been up to in the middle of all of this. How have you been?
We've been okay. Thanks for having me on the show today.
I'm happy to have you here. Of course, we miss the Baltimore Choral Arts, but you've been doing some interesting things in place of in-person concerts since this pandemic started, right?
Absolutely. Well, of course, at first it was a shock, just like it was for everyone, and everything stopped. But we've been continuing some rehearsals online with our choirs. We're meeting for the first time in parking lot rehearsals, which has been super fun. We all come together in a parking lot in our cars. Some people sit outside in the grass, some stay in their cars, and we broadcast, me and my associate conductor on the piano, through an FM radio station in their car speakers so that they can rehearse. We've been doing a lot of online content for the public as well. So like interviews with well-known musicians and great performances from Baltimore Choral Arts past. So we've been busy.
Talk about where there's a will, there's a way. I can only imagine playing these instruments in my car and how loud that is. But it's also got to be a really cool thing to still be able to come together without being so close. On top of that, you have these off-the-grid performances. And what are they and how are they coming up? Which ones are coming up right now?
Sure. So there are two coming up on WMAR. On the 18th of October and the 22nd of November. So back in April, we had this idea as an organization to ask a very small group of our singers to bring music to our audiences on some sort of digital platform. So I really wanted to present music from all across the board, really. Some very old music, brand new music being composed today in a variety of styles. So you'll hear Dolly Parton songs, you'll hear a piece from medieval times, and everything in between. So
there's a lot in between there.
There's 400 years of in between there. So what's really important is that the series explores music that has sort of touchstones to what we're all going through today. So we have pieces about plagues and pandemics and social political upheaval, music about how we're wrestling today with race and police relations. So I wanted to show how music, particularly classical music, is a reflection of our times and can be relevant and inspiring all the time. So you'll see performances, and we're in the Parkway Theater in downtown Baltimore. But you'll also see behind the scenes rehearsals, and you'll see me explaining things about the music and what it means to us and how it relates to us today. So I think it's going to be really fun.
It is really fun, and I think people can really enjoy it, and they can come away feeling something too, especially because it was so important to
Right.
have that music draw on what we are experiencing in our current events as well. So explain the virtual choir online components and how people can get involved with that part.
Sure. So at the end of both of these episodes coming up, you'll see these grand finales with virtual choir performances. That is to say that people are going to submit themselves singing, and we'll put it up on a big grid full of singers. So it's a really cool idea. You'll see the first one in October that's just Baltimore Choral Arts folks, but in November, you'll actually have the opportunity to participate yourself. So if you're a singer, we'd love for you to join us, and we're going to sing the Hallelujah Chorus, very, very famous piece. So how it works is you'll watch me conduct on a little screen, and you'll record yourself singing your part on your phone, and then we'll have a link for you to submit it, and our audio and video engineers will combine it all to make this huge virtual choir performance. So we have people from Jamaica to Singapore to Australia already signed up, in addition to Baltimore and Washington folks. So if you want to do that, take a look at our website, baltimorechoralarts.org, and you'll see a little tab for the Hallelujah Chorus Project, so you can actually get involved yourself and be on TV.
That is so amazing. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to ruin your choir, but I am looking forward to seeing everybody else. I think that's going to be really, really amazing. And
it's going to be a great event.
It really is. Yeah, you got to know your strengths. That's not one of mine. But I'm definitely going to check that out. Blake Clark, thank you so much for being with us. And we want to remind people that they can watch the first episode of Off the Grid this Sunday, October 18th at 5 p.m. right here on WMAR. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.